Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, our Obsidian Coven series. We have a few people that just started death resting, so Gareth, Reyna, and Anastasia and Braga. Reyna will be up in 2 days, Gareth in 2.8. Same for the rest of them. They all started the same time. Braga does not have an accelerator. Reyna has 2, and Anastasia and Gareth have 1 each. We have too many prisoners. We are caught up on blood. So we're just going to organ harvest some of these guys to death. And we did get a mod that reskins the organs here. I'm disassembling our hospital since we are going to make this our hospital in the future. I am trying to make room for an alchemy workbench because someone in the comments pointed out that we can make better limbs than these mechanical limbs. They are crafted at this bone alchemy workstation, so we will make this a little alchemy room. Wait. I want to craft things out of bone because we have so much bone. It is ridiculous. Let's go ahead and maybe stick that there. And let's do one of these here. I guess we'll grab a chair. Furniture. And we'll craft that out of bone as well. Most of our lords and our vampires have roles. I just gave Odie a role, so he is a melee specialist now. He's a bodyguard, blood guard. We are doing all right on steel. Mostly this has been smelting weapons and armor from raiders. We're doing all right on obsidian, and it looks like we are doing some crafting here. So adamantite full plate, that will be for our lords, and then we'll get to making some armor for these guys. Things that I want to do today: Coven, social. You are not in a relationship. I think Gareth is. Alarak, you are. So why don't we turn your fiance into a blood feeder, right? And that is going to be Allison. Oh, she's right there. That is perfect. Okay. So I guess the first thing that we'll do is we will sting your endogenes bio. Wait, why don't we have the option for, implant genes. Okay, so endogenes first. And then we will implant these genes. Vampiric xenotype cannot be overridden. Oh, wait. That's interesting. So stinging her gave her both endogenes and germline genes, which is not how that's supposed to work. Sting endogenes, implant. But you know what? If we're just hitting the button once, I am fine with that. But there might be some things that I need to trigger though, right? Because we have the very gaunt head should be overridden by Forsaken head, but since we weren't able to implant an order, for some reason it's allowing some of these things to take priority over some of these things. I don't know. How do you look? Let's take a look here. You have the gaunt face, which is kind of creepy. Yeah, I might have to fix that manually. And the fix is just to like go into dev mode, remove the head that I want her to have, the Forsaken one, and then re-add it as a xenogene. And then it will overwrite this stuff that's going on. Or I could actually options, mod options. What is it? Sanguiphage, the overhaul. We can probably... but any is considered a vampire. Pawns with xenotype considered vampires can't change xenotypes. We can probably just re-inject her, right? So Sophia, you hang here. Alarak, you come down here. And then if we inject her again, you get out of the way, then... No, everyone leave her alone. Leave her alone. We're busy experimenting, colonists. Okay, so if we do this, then it should overwrite these. And so those are freshly implanted. The Forsaken Head is working. And then I added a little special thing to Alarak's xenogenes. I added the blue hair just so that it is easy to tell who is part of his house. And, you know, just like I think it feels right to customize our vampires just a little bit. So we might do some of that with the rest of these guys. Pick a genetic feature to make them a little bit noticeable. Hair is really noticeable. We might do skin color or something on others. We have our alchemy bench up and running. These are very expensive. I was worried that they might require like the really good medicine. Have we been using it? Do we have someone set to really good medicine? Assign. Oh, you guys. What is it called? The best quality medicine. It just calls it best quality medicine there. It takes gold, silver, and emeralds. Do we have emeralds? Oh, we have some emeralds. Okay. We have 105. We also have some emerald deposits on the map. I'm going to select all of those and just set them to mine. And that way we can make sure that we have them. Okay, I don't think that's too terrible then. We do have gold here. Okay. So leg, arm, and let's just say do until we have 2. I'm fine with us going down to 0 because hopefully we don't have to craft too many of these. So let's set these to 1 and we'll craft them as well. You know, if we're low on emerald or something, then we can just give someone a temporary mechanical limb until we can get them the Parisian. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Parisian limb. The other thing that is a possibility is maybe Reyna blesses them with limb regrowth. So we'll see how all that goes. Efficiency wise, let's do a little comparison. So details, this is 80% body efficiency. Is this going to get us to 100% details? 100%. Oh, that is nice. Okay, so, you know, not as good as vanilla bionics, but it gets them up to like vanilla capacity of 100% arm usage. Our wall is coming along pretty well, so this is all complete. We have started working on just kind of blocking things off, hopefully to funnel raids up this way. We'll do this side next. It is just like a pretty short connection, and our current keep is where our city gate should be. So I think we will eventually connect that, and as we get more moved up here, we'll transition this into a gatehouse, and then we'll reduce its footprint to match what our plans are. Other than that, I guess, who is it? Gareth will do his wife today as well, and then we will see what Randy throws at us. Okay, watching the lava flow to see if it penetrates the castle wall. We had that weird issue last time, but it could have just like crept up another way. Let's see here. Yeah, it seems like it is stopping there, so that is great. This would go up into our farm area. We can put soil down. We've been collecting soil, and then that would prevent it from happening. So, well, I'm not going to put the plans down right now because the lava will just destroy the plans and I'll have to place them again. So we'll wait until this diminishes, and then we will get to securing this area so that it can be our proper farm. Well, we have one of these legs crafted. It is to do work at this facility. It is drug crafting, so Reyna is kind of on it. She's a really great craftsman. I don't want her spending time on that, but for crafting some really good legs, I think it is worth it. Alarak has been suffering for such a long time. It's his right leg, so let's do install on right leg. We have some open beds up this way, so I have started them, or I have set them to medical beds. And then we also have these little tables, surgical tools. They come from Vanilla Factions Expanded Medieval 2, and a small stand holding scalpels, clamps, and bone saws. It increases work speed when placed near a bed of any kind, including sleeping spots and hospital beds. One bed can only use one set of surgical tools at a time. So I've done that instead of nightstands here in the hospital. And then best surgeon is... Oh, they're both pretty good at it. Gareth, you're getting there, but we'll let Reyna or Brigitte take care of this. Well, we can reform our ideology again. We also have a wanderer join Poopy. I have been taking a look at these. I am very curious about you, Poopy. You are a small child. You're a greedy small child. No health issues. I guess we'll let you hang out with us for now. You're gonna hang out in the lava safe area, and we'll put you on the same schedule as the other children. Ideology reform. I think I want to add bulwark to just increase the effectiveness of our armor. I don't want to do that yet because not everyone is wearing metallic armor yet, and they will be upset with that. So we'll just hold on to these points for now, and we will reform later. We have a raid coming in, 22 of them. Looks like a majority of them are melee. There's one ranged person. There's another and another, and you right here. Attacking immediately, this is the Dominion of Cassin. Oh, this is actually the Empire. Let's go. Alarak, did we get your leg installed? No. Okay. You guys up front. And we have swapped folks out. It's very confusing because we have this type of warbow, which is from Medieval Overhaul, and then we also have the warbow from Vanilla Factions Expanded. This one is the one that can like shoot over walls, and so I wanted another weapon that I understood a little bit better. So we're gonna do a mix of both types of warbows. And Anastasia, you're a good melee fighter. It looks like you're mostly armored. Coven, you as well, so we will tell you guys to get up there. And then Reyna, you're over here. We'll tell you to search and destroy as well. And Gareth, you just hang back and body block. Okay, let's get closer. Okay, Gareth, where are you at? You're right there. Odie and Braga, you guys can search and destroy. Oh, you guys are a long ways away. Let's just get you here, and then we'll figure out what to do with you. Okay, you guys no longer on search and destroy. Let's back up. And we'll take a look at some of these down folks. Composed. Great fighters. I think we're okay for now. Are you literally the only one that's downed? No, you're downed also. Psychopath Unstoppable. All you do is fight and hang out with animals. Unstoppable. Deadshot Bisexual. Unstoppable. Pain Shock plus 25%. Oh, you might actually be decent. You're just a baseliner. What did we do? We destroyed all your limbs. You're dead very, very soon. Coven can take care of that. Where can you long jump, my dude? Coven? What are you? You're a sanguiphage. Where's your long jump ability? Am I missing it? I don't think I am, but it's not showing up on his bars for some reason. Reyna, you can long jump, right? Yeah, but you don't have coagulate. Okay. Well, I guess a missed opportunity. Wait, Gareth, long jump, coagulate, toxic cloud, vicious goo, coagulate. Yeah, why are you guys all missing long jump? Very, very strange. I am not sure about that. Let's do a save and reload maybe. Okay, yeah, so something strange happened, or maybe I was just missing it. I don't know. You guys tell me. I'll definitely be watching this back really closely to see what I missed. Are you going to be able to do it? Are you going to be able to do it? Because we can rebuild you. Let's strip you. Nope. Let's strip you. We did organ harvest some people to death, so I was getting rid of sleeping spots. Let's strip you and then capture you. What's going on up here? Okay, so we have more people that are down, jealous, deadshot, muscular, skilled worker, or incapable of skilled. You're an aesthete. Loves beautiful things. Aesthete. Great fighter. That's all wonderful, but I think we are good to go. We will let you guys be free. I do want to strip these folks that are still alive, since some of our folks are wearing armor that we've scavenged, basically. Food binge, that's fine. There's a fire. Interesting. I don't know how that would catch on fire. What's the weather right now? Overcast. Very strange. Fire from nowhere. Okay, and then we'll let the rest of you guys just take off. So orders, unforbid the things, and the lava flow has receded. So I guess we'll go ahead and tell the children area 1 and everyone else can be unrestricted. Allison, what is your deal? Oh, we turned you into a proper vampire. So you lost your schedule because we have Auto Night Owl, which detected that she became a vampire and set her schedule to Night Owl schedule, even though she already had a Night Owl schedule. A little wonky there. Well, another one of our children has grown into an adult, so we raised Fulco. He turned out all right. Gifted was such a clutch grab for him. It just gave him +4 to everything. Unstoppable, skilled medic. Let's see what we're going to get with Basil. We have psychically dull, inquisitive. We have a lot of passions on her, and we get to select 4 more, so we'll double up on these. Psychically dull, inquisitive, efficient is great. Very neurotic is 40%, but has the downside. This is 20% global work speed and then also increased learning. So let's do that. We'll throw in shooting there and I guess intellectual. Like she's pretty versed in it, so why not? Children are amazing. Jump to location. Michael, you're having a heart attack. What are you doing, Raina? Why don't you go ahead and prioritize tending to Michael? We'll see if we can keep her alive. Not super worried about it. We have plenty of people to draw blood from. We are working on recruiting Slade, Colin, and oh, that is a name you got there. We're gonna call you Pine. Why is your last name lowercase? We'll just do that. And that will be easier to remember. Well, we built a messenger table, and of course we have the little like bird post to fuel it. I can't remember the last time in a medieval playthrough I got like a trade ship. So this is pretty wild to me. Combat supplier, trade ship is passing nearby. They are known as Friendly Lubricants of the Skyflight Federation. I don't see them here. Anyone else? No, we can just call these guys. So I'm not quite sure why that's not working. Call the named ones. Leader is unavailable. Okay. Yeah, that's very, very strange to me that we would get notification for it and then not be able to trade with them. I just have it because we could build it, and we have an excess amount of bones, and if we needed to, we could call in reinforcements. But I guess we'll get some notifications that we can't handle as well. Well, I think I might have figured out why this isn't working, and it's because we don't have any trade beacons anywhere. So if I remember correctly, it is like a mining cart. And I couldn't find it anywhere in here in the miscellaneous menu, so I took a look at rustic storage, and there are carts here. So I'm wondering if this is a prerequisite in order to build the medieval overhaul trade beacon. We could take a look. So if we go to here and we go to options and we turn on dev mode, god mode, do we see the cart? So we see like the beacon, trade, transport balloon, cart. I don't see it. So here's the bird post, messenger table, workbench. Yeah, I'm wondering if something has turned the cart off, or if maybe it's just like not enabled in this version of the mod. But I remember there being a cart that acted as a trade beacon, so maybe I'll go look at the mod page and see if other people are missing it as well. Okay, so I went and looked at the medieval overhaul mod, and it had the cart commented out. I uncommented it out just to see like what would happen, and it didn't make the cart available to build. Our research requirements were met and all that other stuff. So I've just removed the bird post for now, just so we don't get spammed with trader alerts that we cannot act on, and I will trust that at some point in the future that'll get fixed in the mod. That being said, we are all right as we are. So Reyna has learned the regeneration ability from her psychcasting tree. I was looking left to right. Coven, missing some limbs. We've cast psychic regeneration on him. He's in a regeneration coma. You can see he is starting to grow his lung, which I didn't realize we hadn't put a new lung in him. We have tons of lungs that we could have thrown in there, but he'll regrow his lung and his leg. We'll keep Alarak as is. We'll probably regenerate that toe for him at some point, but this leg is just as effective as a biological leg, and I think it adds a little character to it to have some kind of mechanical attachment. That being said, we'll continue to make more of those, and we won't rely on draining all of Reyna's psych focus to regrow limbs that we can replace other ways, because we definitely want her doing her shadow step thing. It has been a huge boon to the protection of this colony. Well, we just got a quest that I'm very interested in, to get a nice stack of exalted medicine and a crazy amount of gold. It's going to be a huge raid. It's going to be 60 people, 3 raids of roughly this size. I am not so sure about that. How many colonists do we have? We have 28. 2 of them are children. Our wall is almost complete, so maybe if we can focus on that, because the raids won't come right away, right? We're going to host 3 people for 20 days. So I'm going to sit on this for a little bit, and then we will accept it when we have a little bit more time. I think what I'll do in the interim is we'll have Reyna just focus on stone cutting, and Braga, as soon as you're awake, we'll have you join her just so that we can get the rest of this done. I want to start moving some things as well. Can I place these elsewhere? No, I have to rebuild them. Okay, I did make the plans a little lighter because I was working on setting up, digging all this rich soil and regular soil out from under where we're about to build our keep. We just have a little bit more mining to do. Okay, so this is gonna be like our quarry in the future, right? So why don't we go ahead and get that down. So structures, let's do log walls like right here and here. And then I want just like a post. Do we have like a post? No. We have these columns. There, log column. Let's do that. Okay. Not quarry. This is going to be like wood processing in the future. So we will make it wood processing now. Let's get this over here and let's build another one of these, like right there. It will be outdoors, which is fine. I don't mind some of our workbenches being outdoors, especially when it's like low skill work like this. What else do we want to do? We want to get some lights over here. So let's do furniture, wall torch. We can make it out of bone. That is great. And furniture, let's do some stools, I guess. Bone stool right there. We'll probably change the style on those. This is where I want maybe our stonework to be done. Let's build that out of stone as well then. Structure, or let's do this. Let's do castle. We'll do this style of castle wall, like on these corners, as if they're like holding the structure up. Let's do that. Actually, let's do that. And the reason that we're going to do it that way is we're going to change the plan a little bit. So let's do wide doors there and then wall here and here. And I'll do that. Let's go for log walls again for the rest of this. And we'll grab these posts again and put those like right there. Okay, what kind of doors do we have? Structured door. Okay, rustic door. Let's do some rustic doors. Do we want to do them out of bone? Sure, why not? And then we'll move these facilities into here. We will copy this stockpile and we'll throw that just like right there. Copy this stockpile and we'll throw that like right in here. I do want to give them some area to walk around, so we'll do that. And they're going to need some lights. So let's throw one in front of each workbench, and then we'll just like mirror that over here. We'll do some lights just kind of like on the outside as well. That's not where I want that. Okay, and we will mine this. Okay, so we'll move lumber stuff and stone stuff over there. And get all this stuff hauled over. Bricks. Oh, actually, that would look cool in this building. So let's do some of that. And then the raw logs we will put right here and right there. This guy, maybe we'll put this guy right there. Okay, so moving that stuff out of the way, I want to move all this stuff out of the way. I want to rebuild this stuff. So we probably want to work on, this is going to be a cookhouse, so maybe we do a little like drying here. And the reason that I'm wanting to move this stuff is so that we can work on this wall to connect it up to the keep. And then we can do the same thing. We can actually just like do that as well. That way we have somewhere to defend, somewhere to kind of like channel these guys into when we deal with a raid that huge. It's one thing to like go out and meet 20 people in the field. I think it's a different thing to go out and meet 50 people that might be followed by 50 more, who might be followed by 50 more. So yeah, we're probably going to rework a lot of this so that we can utilize it for defensive purposes. We'll need to get prisoners somewhere else and all of this stuff. We might just do like a temporary wall, just like connect it here. That way we can focus more construction on making this an actual fortification. I think that's going to be it for today, though. We will pick that quest up tomorrow and see how things are looking on actually like retrofitting this into a defensive fortification rather than like an old lord's manor. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.